Assalamu alaikum everyone. Hope all my children are in their good health. We have finished in our last session all the Quranic passages on Allah in Himself, and today I am going to start the passages on Allah's relationship with the created world. Note down the important things and identify the main theme. Okay, so let me expand it. Yes, here we are. Now, this part is labeled by Cambridge as Allah's relationship with the created world. And the first passage which is coming in this part is Surah Fatiha. And I'm sure all my children are very familiar with Surah Fatiha because we recite it every day in our prayer. And from the early age, you must have memorized this surah. It is called the first surah of Holy Quran. It is also known as the Ummul Quran, Saba Masani. There are different names given. Why is it called Saba Masani? Because there are 7 verses which are repeated here. Okay, so let me start. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. So, looking at the first word, Alhamdu, that we use very frequently when someone asks us, how are you? We say, Alhamdulillah. Alhamdu means all praises to Allah. If we are in a good health, that is all Allah's praise. We are showing our gratitude to Allah for keeping us in good health and good condition. So all praises to Allah. And then we are talking about Allah's attribute, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, most gracious, most merciful. If you see in the translation, these two attributes are coming. So please keep on connecting the Arabic with the translation so that you are able to understand the main theme. Then it says, praise be to Allah, the cherisher and sustainer of the worlds. Alhamdu lillahi rabbil alameen. Rabb means someone who is cherishing all the worlds. Allah has created different worlds. There is a world of animals, there is a world of stars, the world of humans, so the different worlds. Who is cherishing them? Rabb. Rabb means the cherisher and sustainer. He has not left us alone after creating us. He is all the time taking care of us, providing us with parents who are loving us, providing us with teachers who are guiding us, and then we are given the food to eat. We are blessed by Allah in many ways. It just needs an eye to understand and think. Most gracious, most merciful. Then comes Maliki Yawmiddin. That means he will be the master of the day of judgment. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Here the word is saying you we worship. That means we are accepting this fact and we are telling Allah that we worship only you. So why it is called relationship with the created world? The human beings are telling us, the human beings are connected here by Allah, that how they are accepting Allah as their only cherisher and sustainer. And in turn, Allah is showing us his relationship with the humans, that you we worship and your aid we seek. So we are telling Allah that we are seeking only your help. Ihdina sirat al-mustaqim. Here Allah is teaching a prayer to his creation that they should ask Allah to guide them to the right path, to the straight way. So whenever we are performing, we are prayer and we are reciting Surah Fatiha in our Qiyam, when we are starting our prayer, we are all the time reciting these verses. Why Allah has made this? It is the Sunnah of Prophet ﷺ to read Surah Fatiha, because this is a kind of prayer. Surah Fatiha is a kind of prayer in which the believer is asking Allah, requesting Allah to guide us to the right path. The way of those. Now the question comes, what is the right path? So it is the way of those. Allah has further elaborated this by saying, Siratul lazina an'amta alayhim, that guide me to the path of those who were blessed by Allah. An'amta is from the word inam, that they were Allah's blessed people. An'amta alayhim. We should be on the path of those who were blessed by Allah, and by this Allah means the prophets, the saints, all the pious people. So if we are in the company of those pious people, we will be connected with Allah. Siratul lazina an'amta alayhim غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين, that not those who earn your anger, that keep me away. We are praying to Allah that keep me away from the path of those on whom Allah has shown his anger. So I've explained these verses, and I hope that even understanding these verses of Surah Fatiha, it will develop in you the ability to write the theme yourself. Now I'm showing you a sample theme. What are the main teachings? We will write, it is the first surah of Quran which mentions relationship between man and God. So the examiner will be impressed that yes, you were able to identify the passage and you are writing that what is the relationship. Okay, the surah teaches us about the various attributes of Allah, like Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, the most merciful, the most beneficent, the Lord and Master of all creation, Maliki Yawmiddin. So another thing Allah is telling us, that He will be the Master on the day of judgment, and no one can challenge His judgment on that day. In this world, sometimes we feel really depressed when the judgments are done with impartiality, or you can say that fairness is not maintained by our authorities. Then the believers or the human beings have this in their mind, and they are not happy that why the judgments are not being fair. But as a Muslim, we believe that on the day of judgment, only Allah will be the judge, and no one can interfere in his judgment. It makes us aware of Allah's wrath for those who deny or ignore His teachings. It also teaches about the day of judgment, when the entire record of every man and woman will be presented before Allah. So it is a prayer of Allah's true servant to lead him to the straight path. Hence, as Muslims, we are expected to praise only Him and fear only Him. Now, you must have seen the word is Him is written with capital H. What is the reason behind it? That Allah wants that, this H is for Allah, not for a common human being. Seek His help and guidance and remain on the path given in the Quran and Sunnah. Let's move to the B part. Explain the importance of these themes in the Muslim life today. The themes of this surah are very important for Muslims today. Now, to attempt the B part, you can pick up any of the theme and you can show its application. Of course, you cannot, if there are more than 4 to 5 themes, if you pick up all the themes and then write their application, it will become very long answer. So we have a little limitation also, that the answer will not be more than 10 to 12 lines. So we as Muslims learn that we should start everything with the name of and praise of one and only Allah, who is the most compassionate, forgiving, and beneficent. So we should not show favors or inclinations to others, rather just worship and praise Allah. So what we are showing, that we are not supposed to praise others to the extent that it goes to such an height that over it is only the rank of Allah. It should not exceed. Yes, we can praise someone. Yes, someone, your mom has made a good food, you can praise it. You are not supposed to like not to praise anything. You can praise it, but the highest amount of praise and admiration is only for Allah, because Allah has taught us all those things. Allah has given us the intelligence to score good grade. Allah has given the intelligence to explore the world, to make certain discoveries. So actually the creator, we have learned this in Allah in himself also. It also signifies that as true believers, we should believe in the accountability on the day of judgment and seek his pardon and perform as many good deeds as possible. For this, we should follow the teachings. How can we do good deeds? If we will follow the path of Quran and Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ and the way of righteousness to make our entry into paradise. Now we can enhance our answer by adding a quotation by saying any matter which is not begun with praise of Allah remains defected. Let's move to another surah, Surah Baqarah. Surah Baqarah. Now, Surah Baqarah is coming in your Quranic passages 3 times. So, in order to distinguish between the 3 categories, one is coming in Allah in Himself, like Ayat al Kursi. One is coming in Allah's relation with the created world. This is Surah number 2, 20, verses 21 to 22. And another one is coming in Allah's relationship with His messengers. That is the third part. So it is saying, Ya ayyuhanna subudu rabbukum allazi khalaqakum wallazina min qablikum la'allakum tattaqun. Ya ayyuhanna. So Allah is asking, Allah is calling the people and saying, O people, adore your guardian Lord who created you and those who came before you. So who is to be adored? Allah, who has created not only us, but the people who were created before us. So that why to adore Allah? So that you may have the chance to learn righteousness. The more you are nearer to Allah, the more you understand His greatness, His supremacy, His authority, His power. You understand how much dependent you are on Allah. Then Allah is saying, Allazi ja'ala lakumul arza firashan was samaa bina'an wa anzala minas samai ma'an fa akhraja bihi minas samarati rizqan lakum. وَلَا تَجْعَلُوا لِلَّهِ أَنْدَادًا وَأَنْتُمْ تَعْلَمُونَ. Who has made the earth your couch? Now, where we are standing, where we are sitting, this earth, Allah has given us, He has given a gravitational power so that we can stand still, we can do our work. Earth, your couch. What is Allah reminding us? About His blessings. And the heavens, your canopy. He has given us a heaven, a sky, which is our canopy, so that we don't feel a sense of incompleteness. And from then, and send down rain from the heavens. Allah sent down rain, and by it, why is Allah sending rain? So that the land becomes fertile, we have enough water for living, we have enough food, fruits are grown from it. If there is no rain, you try to recall the areas when we, or the years when we do not have any rain, it leads to many problems. We do not have enough fruits and vegetables, and it creates inflation, and it becomes so difficult for people to sustain. Okay, so, and by it brought forth fruits for your sustenance, then do not set up rivals to Allah when you know. Do not set up rivals means do not associate partners with Allah. The word rival means enemies. Okay, so Allah does not like that any partners should be associated with Him. Let's move to the main teachings. In this verse, you can add the surah. In this verse of Surah Baqarah, Allah invites the mankind to accept the guidance voluntarily and submit to Him, the Lord and sustainer of the universe. He alone is the creator and cherisher of all, and that is the reason the Quran speaks of Him as Rabb. As I told you, Rabb means the cherisher, the being who is created and arranges for the maintenance of His creation. He has not left us alone. He is all the time arranging, providing us with supporters who can give us the means of sustenance. He is the only one who deserves our complete and exclusive worship and obedience. Here, heaven has been referred to as canopy because it provides shelter and shield to the earth where human beings live. Allah sent down rain to make the earth fertile so that the food and fruits could be grown and hence allow all beings on earth to survive. So this is the teaching, the knowledge part. Okay, you have to cover the whole verse that is given to you to write the main theme. You should not ignore any part in the theme, but the length will be 10 to 12 lines. Depending on your writing, it can exceed or it can be less. Briefly explain the importance of these themes. Uh, I think Surah Fatiha is written, this is a printing error, it's Surah Baqarah, okay? I make this correction later. This verse emphasizes the importance of Tawheed and command us to stay away from all kinds of shirk in words and deeds. We should only plead to Allah for the fulfillment of our needs and must show our gratitude for the countless bounties. Here we are supposed to show gratitude to Allah. He has given us so many bounties in the form of fruits, vegetables. We should not waste them whenever we are in our any party, any wedding ceremony, and we have enough food. We should not try to waste the food. And if Allah has given us water, we should not waste it and save the water, conserve His blessings. He is showering upon us. We should closely observe Allah's favor and blessings as it is clearly mentioned in Quran. Then which of the bounties of your Lord will you deny? Now this verse is from Surah Rahman, where Allah is saying again and again, فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ, that which of the bounties of your Lord you will deny. Hence, the best way of remembering Allah's favors is to obey and worship Him and stay away from shirk. Now, again, let me repeat, these are just samples for you. You can add as many daily examples as you wish, but remember not to exceed the limit, because the weightage is only 4 marks for 2 passages that will be given in your paper. So for 4 marks, we will be writing 2 B parts and the length will be 10 to 12 lines. I hope I have cleared this part. So inshallah, meet you again and with the rest of the passages. So Allah Hafiz, till that time, enjoy yourself and try to note down each and everything and give me your comments wherever you feel that you need more improvement. Okay. So see you in the next video. Allah Hafiz.